Finally, after a very long time, Grow a Garden has a good event. And a good pet, the Headless Horseman. Today I am going to use the Headless Horseman to make tons of profits. So let's begin. As usual, I started hatching a lot of eggs. But I was very unlucky. The first 24 hours I did not hatch a single Headless Horseman. By the time I got my first Headless Horseman, its value had already dropped to the level of Disco Bee. Before it could fall any further, I traded my first hatched Headless Horseman for a Disco Bee. Do you think this was a win or a lose? I personally think the Headless Horseman is the best pet in the game. But since it was not really good size and the values do not really depend on its abilities but on its supply and demand, I was okay with trading it for a Disco Bee. I kept hatching more eggs but no luck at all. Eventually I started trading other pets I had. I had a lot of blood kiwis in my alt account. And I was running out of pet storage space on my main and alt account both. So I decided to trade some of these blood kiwis. For 6 of my blood kiwi I found an offer for 2 T-Rex and a Brontosaurus. One of them was size good but the Brontosaurus was very small. Do you think this is a win or a lose? I think this was a fair deal. After the release of Headless Horseman, suddenly everyone is trying to hatch a lot of eggs. This made the value of Bald Eagle and the blood kiwi slightly shoot up. Also, it was easy to get an offer. The small brown mouse was just something that I needed to complete my pets quest. I am really trying to get more pet slots. This next trade was probably a big mistake. I had 2 Brontosaurus extra, both of them good size and age 100. Also the small Brontosaurus I just received. I traded these 3 Brontosaurus for a Spinosaurus and a Chinchilla. Do you think this was a win or a lose? After trading them away, I got to know that Brontosaurus is now so much more valuable. I could have made more profits from these Brontosaurus and I made a small loss. The Chinchilla does not really have any value as its useless pet. I got better offers after I traded them away. A bit sad, but I moved on. Talking about good offers. At Mitch Cactus you can always find good offers for your favorite pets starting from as low as $5. They are the most trusted choice for Grow a Garden, Steal a Brain Rot and Plants vs Brain Rots with over 19,000 Trustpilot reviews. The process of delivery is completely safe and risk-free through in-game gifting. Also, they are extremely fast as you can get your pet in your inventory in under 20 minutes. Use my code DARE at checkout for a 5% off on any purchase. Link in description. After a very long wait and grind, I finally hatched my second Headless Horseman. Also, I was lucky enough to hatch a 2.4 kilograms base size Headless Horseman. I tried my best to find good offers for it. But the best offer I got was a raccoon. But I did not take it. In my mind, I got a raccoon for my very good size tiger. I expected more for the good size Headless Horseman. But I never got any better offers. So I decided to use the Headless Horseman's Nightmare mutation to make some profits instead. The first job I got was to get Nightmare mutation on a Titanic frog. The Nightmare mutation is better than the Rainbow mutation. Also, it is extremely easy to get. This pet basically killed the Golem and Phoenix completely. They are absolutely useless now. I got lucky and after about 1 hour I got the Nightmare mutation on the frog. I got 3 average size Mimic and a French fry ferret for the mutation. Basically the value of a butterfly. Do you think it's a win or a lose? Now that the value of normal Headless Horseman was below a Disco Bee, getting a butterfly worth for the mutation is definitely better than trading for Headless Horseman itself. Why sell the chicken when you can sell eggs for more? A weird coincidence, but the second job I got was also getting Nightmare mutation on another Titanic frog. But he did not trust me. So for the first time ever I gave him a raccoon and butterfly for safekeep while I had his frog. I got the Nightmare mutation in a few hours. I got a Spinosaurus and a Mimic for getting the Nightmare mutation along with my raccoon and butterfly. Do you think this was a win or a lose? At this point I had fixed my charges for getting the Nightmare mutation. It was the value of 1 butterfly per Nightmare mutation. But I always ask for offer first. Just in case if someone is willing to overpay, I do not mind at all. And exactly that happened. Someone was willing to pay 2 butterfly for Nightmare mutation and aging his good size Mimic to 100. Clearly an overpay, but I gladly accepted his offer. But for some reason this time getting the Nightmare mutation took double the efforts as I kept getting unlucky. So it ended up the same for me. The next job I got was getting Nightmare mutation on a Titanic spider. After 5 to 6 hours of AFK grind I got the Nightmare mutation. For the mutation service I got 3 Mimics, sadly all average size. But since it is still worth a butterfly I accepted the offer. I think I am making too much profits. I have an overflow of mimics. I will give away 3 mimic to 3 people from the comments section. To win the giveaway, tell me your biggest loss when you got scammed and how you got scammed. It will be interesting to read the comments section of this video. The next job I got was to get Nightmare Mutation on a Mega Red Kitsune. I felt a bit sad to remove the Mega Mutation from the kit, but it had to be done to complete the request. The offer I got for the Nightmare Mutation of a 2 kg space Headless Horseman, but sadly by the time I tried to sell it, its value was already below a butterfly. So I ended up not selling it, and now the value of Headless Horseman is even lower. The last Nightmare Mutation job I got was a very good size Headless Horseman. For this I got a very good size mimic. I value good size mimics and I wanted it, so I accepted this offer. Though it might not be equal to butterfly in value, but if I do get Nightmare on the mimic, I am sure I can get something really valuable for it. A normal size mimic may be common, but a 2.5 kg space is extremely valuable. And the value will just multiply if I get Nightmare. I clubbed together most of the profits I made from getting Nightmare Mutation and traded it for a raccoon. I traded the Disco Bee I got from the first Headless Horseman I hatched, 3 butterflies and a T-Rex for a decent sized raccoon. Do you think this was a win or a lose? I think I did overpay a little bit. But you have to in order to get a raccoon, so I was okay with it. Now I have a total of 10 raccoons and I still don't know what to do with them. Maybe I should give them away. What do you think? Though getting profits through Nightmare service is a good way, but I found even a better way to make some crazy profits. I got Nightmare Mutation on a lot of my French fry ferrets and started trading them. The biggest French fry ferret with Nightmare Mutation I had was 19 kilograms. Not really good size, but decent size if you ask me. I traded that for a 70 kilograms golden praying mantis. Do you think this was a win or a lose? Now praying mantis is a trash pet, but huge praying mantis is rare and a bit useful. Sometimes for the events it's really useful when you need a lot of gold or rainbow mutated fruits. For that sole reason I accepted this trade. I had 4 more Nightmare French fry ferrets. 18 kilograms, 16 kilograms, and the remaining 2 were 15 kilograms. The same guy agreed to trade my 2 decent sized French fry ferrets for his Nightmare raccoon. Do you think this is a win or a lose? I think it's a fair deal considering how exponentially high Nightmare French fry ferrets cost. If this was a 22 kilograms French fry ferret, it alone would have got me a raccoon. But considering how easy it is to get Nightmare Mutation, I think trading Nightmare French fry ferrets is now the best way to make some easy profits. And now I have 11 raccoons. I do want a 3rd Titanic Peacock, but it is still not enough, so maybe in the next video. Until next time. Also, do not forget about the giveaway. I will be reading the comments section. See ya.